What is going on, everybody? Hope all is well. So, I had read some of the comments asking if I was still with UPS. Why haven't I posted? All that good stuff. First and foremost, thank you for commenting. I know I have not posted in over a year, but that being said, I really do appreciate you guys watching, subscribing, and commenting. So, I am back at UPS. Now, what happened was I had some family problems that I had to deal with. So I felt like me leaving would have been a lot better than taking an LOA, a leave of absence, or another type of leave, because in my head I did not think that I was going to go back, because I just had too much personal stuff going on at the time. So I ended up quitting. I did not put my 2 weeks in. I just quit straight up. I went up to my big boss and I said, hey, look, I can't do this anymore. I got issues at home that I had to take care of. Um, and he was caught off guard by it, which is understandable. And I left back in, I think my last day was January 1st of this year, 2025. And about 4 months have went by, and I was everything was starting to get back into place. And I actually ran into the same boss that I put my notice in at a store, and I made a little bit of small talk, and I was like, hey, if you guys are hiring, let me know. And he's like, yeah, I put you on a rehire list, but it's going to be a couple of weeks before you can get back in. I said, that's fine, no big deal. I just appreciate you letting me come back. So about a week and a half after that, I ended up going back. I've been back for just about a month and a half. Now, I lost everything, because I voluntarily left. So I lost my raise, I lost my health insurance, I lost my vacation time, my seniority, which we'll get into seniority in a minute. Um, so, that being said, I'm back. I'm still getting treated kind of the same way I did prior to leaving, but it's all good because my goal is this year is to drive. I've had a couple of supervisors come up to me and ask me if I wanted to be promoted. I told them I'm not interested in being a supervisor. No disrespect. It's just not what I want to do. I want to drive. And that's what my goal is this year to do. And I'm hoping that this will be my third time of going back and forth, but I'm hoping that this time it's all going to play out. Now, also, when you do undergrad school, you have to know your fives and tens. There are the most important things that you need to do. So, now let me get into seniority. Now, seniority, I've heard it from in-house and I heard it from truck drivers. And what I heard is that seniority only matters when it matters to them. And I am not at all trashing on UPS, but I've been there for, if I wouldn't have quit. Now, that being said, and the reason why I say seniority doesn't really matter in certain situations, because it's true. I would have been there for almost 2 years and 2 months. And when I did have my year and some change of seniority that I had over people, I had a year at least seniority over people, and I was still getting bumped with new people. So that being said, and also I heard from a truck driver who also had 2 years on another driver with seniority. He got into an accident. Was not his fault. He took a week off to recover, came back and he lost the route that he did for 3 years to a driver that he had 2 years of seniority over. So I do agree, seniority is, in my opinion, bullshit. Unless you have 5-10 years of seniority, it doesn't matter. So keep that in mind. So just be mindful of that when you start with UPS. If you do want to start with UPS, you got to get on Google or whatever website you use, and you type in UPS jobs. Now, Google or whatever will give you the listing, but you have to go to UPS careers. That's how you get your foot in the actual UPS. When you do it on Google or whatever, it's usually a scam and you won't hear back. They'll send you DoorDash jobs. They'll send you DoorDash jobs. They'll send you Grubhub. They'll send you all jobs except for UPS. So keep that in mind. If you really want to get into UPS and you don't see any jobs for right now, wait until August, September, and definitely October. You will definitely get your foot in the door around that time. All you have to do is, like I said, UPS careers, and then it'll say what job title you want, and then also like what your location is. So if you live in Idaho, but you're closer to Boise, you can type in Boise, Idaho. Or if you just want to see all of Idaho or all of Massachusetts or all of Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania, Ohio, whatever, you just type in Pennsylvania and then it'll say Pennsylvania City or whatever. The city part doesn't matter, because when I was doing it just to research it a little bit so I could give you guys some information about it, you would think, oh, it's a city in, maybe Pittsburgh or Philly or whatever, but no, it's just how it is now. The new UPS, I think it's pretty stupid, but whatever. It's really, if you're not used to it, it's confusing. But other than that, I'm back with UPS. I'm excited to be back. Same hub that I was at. Love about 95% of the people I work with, and it's great to be back. And I highly recommend UPS to everybody. It's a great job if you want to have a good career in the long term. So that being said, I appreciate all of you guys, and I will be back to at least making one video a month for right now. But I want everybody to have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.